Next up on the MNMOM stage, Kevin Sibert! I got a wedding invitation in the mail the other day, addressed to myself and Guest, and it really depressed me because Guest and I just broke up. It's okay, guys, you can laugh. It's just a joke. I don't know anybody named Guest, although they do have an account on my computer for some reason. I've been getting into probiotics lately because you can get a little container of yogurt and it has 12 live and active cultures in it, and not one of them is better than the other. They're just different. So late at night the other night, I decided to make myself a pizza because I don't allow the recommendations of nutritionists to affect my joy in life at all. And the next morning, my stomach had some choice words for me. Not like in actual English words or anything like that. My stomach doesn't speak to me in human language. I'm not crazy. It doesn't speak to me like dogs do. But what I felt like it was saying to me was, hey, I know we're not that old, we don't pay for our groceries by check or anything like that, but you do know we're not 20, right? Cool, all right, so why would you make a pizza that late at night? Why did you use undiluted hot sauce instead of tomato sauce? Why did you eat the entire thing in less than 10 minutes and then go to bed immediately afterwards? Do you like having dreams about sharing a tiny office cubicle with Taylor Swift with 1989 on endless repeat? I said dream, not nightmare. That 1989 was surprisingly tolerable. And Dream Taylor keeps a remarkably tidy workspace. She's just considerate like that, yeah. People get surprised that I'm able to tolerate 1989, given that I tend to prefer, harder music. But there's actually one thing that straight edge hardcore and Taylor Swift's music have in common, and that is X is everywhere. So, something that happens to me pretty often is I'll be out in public and complete strangers will approach me to tell me, for no other reason than to tell me that I resemble one of a revolving list of celebrities, ranging from David Tennant, the 10th Doctor, to Elijah Wood, to Harry Potter. I keep a running tally, and currently Harry Potter is winning, which is, better than Elijah Wood, but not as good as the 10th Doctor. I'll take what I can get, I guess. But, resembling Harry Potter does have its advantages. The one major advantage is that I have an entire demographic of women who think I'm totally hot. On the downside, they're all 15. No, but so anyway, it has a really great thing about it that I never have to put any effort into a Halloween costume. I can just show up at a party and tell people who I want to be that night, and they're like, "Oh yeah." So that's how a couple of years ago I ended up out at a bar on Halloween night with no costume to speak of, just dressed in street clothes. And I walked into the bar, and no sooner had I entered than a complete stranger ran up to me and said, "Weezer! You're dressed as that guy from Weezer, right? You look just like him." Now, if I possessed rapier wit, what I would have replied was, "Really? I could have sworn that I looked just like Buddy Holly." But I don't possess rapier wit, and that's probably for the best because I try not to support rapier culture. Instead, what I said was, "I assure you I look like this every single day." Anyway, multiple people kept telling me that throughout the night, and it got to the point where I was like, "Yeah, I'm dressed up as Weezer. Yeah, I look just like that guy, yeah." And I ended up getting into a conversation with a guy who was a Weezer fan, and we talked about how the band hadn't released anything good since Pinkerton. And then as I was walking away, he said, "Wait, you never told me your name." I said, "I'm sorry. Where are my manners? My name is Jonas." And then I walked away rocking a sweet air guitar. So, if you feel like your clock is wrong, and you look at a different one, just to make sure, is that called getting a second opinion? Thank you. I'm Kevin Sibert.
Kevin Sibert, everybody!